Hey guys, we are back, and it's the end of the season. I think no, it's January. It is January. We're still well, the head coach Tottenham, which is a good sign, because if we were doing too poorly, we would be sacked. How are we doing in the league? Second place, 7 points off top, which a little frustrating. We have only lost one more game since the start, which was Arsenal, down in sixth place. We beat Man City, so. I'm we lost two games. It's 7 points. Not a big gap, but to be honest, it's not a big gap between the teams below us. I'm actually going to look at the job center. You know I'm an Arsenal fan, so if that job becomes available, I'll see what I can do. In the league, in the cups, we are in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup against Manchester United. We're in the third round of the FA Cup. We won the Community Shield, as you've seen. We already qualified in the Champions League playoffs. We have 15 points, which is the highest. We only lost to Real Madrid. We beat Dortmund, our previous team, 4-1. We did lock a few players in, 3 players to be exact. We locked in Philip as DM, and he's been doing pretty good for us. Rivero as centre back. Well, I locked him in. Why hasn't he played? That's interesting. And I also locked in the Israeli striker. He hasn't really scored that many goals, but honestly, 30 million is not the most expensive. Rivera also, I signed him for 15, so it wasn't a terrible signing by any means. But if we look at the schedule, it has been pretty good. We have dropped a few draws, but we drew against Liverpool, Manchester United, and Brighton. Those are pretty good teams. Um, so I'm not super unhappy with that. But as you can see here, Rodriguez is the top scorer of the league. He is a very good player. But is he 12 appearances, 12 goals? That's incredible. Haaland though is having a season. Look at that. He's had some terrible seasons, but now he's back on a charge. Will Man City, who's their manager? Under Luis Enrique. Has he just come in or no? He's been there for a while, so I don't know if he's just having a good season at 34. Flavio with 13 assists, the guy I want to get rid of. So I'm looking at him and I'm like, if there's an opportunity to sell you, I will sell you. Formation wise, again, maybe I won't lock in anyone. Maybe that's for the best. I don't know, to be honest. We did have an attacking style, so we're probably scoring quite a bit of goals, but Manchester United, City are scoring more, well, close to us in goals. Man City overperforming their XG, so are we though. Goals from corners, 12 allowed. Only 7 goals allowed. Let's speak about that. 7 goals in 19 matches. They allowed 2 against us. So let me check their schedule. 1-1 here, dropped 1 goal. 1 goal, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where's this? Where's the other one? They have been clean sheet gods. Wow, that is impressive. 13 clean sheets in 19 games. That is incredible. That is absolutely incredible. That is very incredible. I think I'll probably, I want to slot Philippine. What? He isn't registered. That's why. He's probably very unhappy that he isn't registered. No, he isn't. Interesting. This guy here is also very good, but do I just go to this? Do I just because I have such good wingers? I have Joe Pedro who can play there, and then his substitute can be. Maybe a change in formation is coming. Though I don't like my options for the DM position unless I do 2 DMs. I could do 2 DMs. That way more players could get into. We're in January, so I could pick up a player or two. Let's have a look as we try and strengthen this team for the end of the season. Alright guys, well we're back. Tottenham save. We made we made 3 transfers. Xavi Simons will be joining us. Uh, Luke Bella will also be joining us, and we also brought in Dino. He's a striker. My other striker got injured, and I thought he had the potential to replace him. So yeah, I mean, realistically, I don't know what happened, but we'll see. Have we won? We have. We won the league. We have won the league for Tottenham in our first season in charge of the formation. We changed it to two wingers. It has worked perfectly for us. Very pleased. Very, very pleased. We managed to beat Man City. Actually dropped a lot more points as well, but we did beat them both times, deservedly so. We didn't lose a single game after that, so we were very good. Have we won anything else? Take a bow. It was nearly 5 trophies in 1 year. We won the Champions League, won FA Cup, runners up of the Carabao Cup, and we have won the Shield. That is what you call. We have done a treble. We have done a quad, but that Community Shield doesn't really count, so we've done the treble. And the Carabao counts less than the FA Cup, because the FA Cup has more, you know, we enter here in the third round. There's less teams. It's a lot more rounds. Winning the Champions League is a massive, and it's our biggest yet. Lost one game to Real Madrid. Look who's behind us. Dortmund. Has any other team that I managed in here? And the elect is there, which means our other club isn't. Arsenal, Real Madrid really far down there. Round of 16, we faced Barcelona and we gave them a tonking. 5-2 on aggregate. Mikey Moore scoring a lot of goals. Quarterfinals, PSG beat them 3-2. So that was a bit of a close game. Liverpool was playing Bayer. AC Milan was playing Ajax. At this point, Real Madrid wasn't even in it anymore. Round of 16, Real Madrid lost to AC Milan. Dortmund lost to Ajax. So we go to the semi-final where we play Manchester United and we knock them out 2-1, winning the 2-0 at home. So that's always feels good. And we go to the finals in extra time. We beat Liverpool. Yeah, very very pleased. Papa Matar Sarr on the 109th minute. So Tottenham have gone from a team that haven't won a trophy since, since I've been simulating this database, to winning a Premier League trophy. They haven't won since winning an FA Cup. They have won FA Cup 3 times in a row. That's probably their only real big achievement. Carabao Cup, they haven't won. Shield, they have won the last 3 times. So they have a very competitive team, but we have managed to win them the first Premier League in a decade. The last Premier League win was in 1960, and then their last Champions League win. I don't even know if they, if we, I don't even know if they ever won the Champions League. They have not. So we just won them their first Champions League and their Premier League, and we have extended their FA Cup run to 3 in a row. Let's look more into this. Third round against Mansfield, fourth round against Port Vale, fifth round against Newcastle on penalties. Very extensive shootout, 8-7. That's a very long penalty shootout. They had Nunez, not Darwin Nunez, is his son or his brother. Don't know. That's interesting. They have Alex Scott. So interesting. They both have Jay, but we beat them, and then we went to the quarterfinals where we beat Everton in extra time. Dino with 2 goals there, so he's definitely had his part to play. And then penalty shootout against Man City, and Dino actually missed the penalty, but we managed to get it done. And then in the final, Aston Villa, Dennis Duda won the game for us. Let's look at stats. Erling Haaland at age 34 has scored 29 goals, clean sheet leader, but Flavio is up there, our goalkeeper's up there, and if we look at the stats, most informed team, without games without losing 26 in the Premier League. That is mental. Minutes since last goal, 48. Away form, brilliant. Games won in a row, 8. No one else even above 5. Goals scored, 116. Goals per game, 3 on average. Overperformance are actually very high for us. Expected goals for, we goals from corner, 17. Allowed, we only allowed 31, which is 7 less, 7 more than Man City. So we scored 15 goals more, so we made up for it there. But as you can see, we do have the highest salary per year by a mile, and our net transfer. So I mean, we're meant to be the strongest team, but they haven't won something for important for a while. So I'm the first in a long time. Literally, they had Simon Davies twice. They had Thomas Frank take over, Vincent Kompany, but it is Matthias G who does the job of entering the English Hall of Fame. That is class. Entering the Hall of Fame is always a big achievement. Let's look at our career milestone, because this is where the challenge ends. We have finished our challenge to get to the Champions League. We started at Ulta, where we won 3 titles with them, 3 trophies with them, 2 league trophies, 1 Latvian Cup, and then we left to join the Belgian Pro League, where we joined a team in financial struggles, RWD Molenbeek. Molenbeek. Uh, in my first season in charge, I managed to crawl them up the standings, fighting relegation, financial debt to 5th, and then we managed to make it, buy a few players with the money, sales. We managed to pick up back-to-back Kroenke Cups, Jupiter Pro Leagues. Well, actually, we won the Super Cup here, and then we actually stayed there for 3 years, winning um, the Super League every single time, and the league every single time. We won 1 Kroenke Cup. Then we went to the Bundesliga, which was interesting. If we look at a past witness, I joined. I joined. What season did I join? I joined here, I think. Yeah, and we lost the league on the final day, final game, final day, final. And then we move on 1 year. We were again 1 game away. We threw it at the end there. Because if we look at past positions that season, we actually tossed it right there. But if we kept winning our games, we would have done it. And then finally, we win the trophy by 2 points. So almost in the last game of the season that year, we managed to bring it. And then we just held our hands. And they have actually won this season that I'm not even in. I'm not in charge anymore, but they have won the Bundesliga again. So I'm very proud of them for that achievement. Doing the 3 in a row, it was closer. Actually, was that closer? I feel like that's still pretty. Last season we had 74, 75. They got 78 this season, so they've actually scored more points than when I was there. But I'm pleased. And if we look at the clubs that we managed, let's go back a little bit. This team has 40 million in the balance. When I joined them, they had no money. Their reputation was bad. We became a favorite personnel. Do they have any players still that I signed? Um, if we go back a few seasons, he's not there. I mean, we bought a lot of players that would just went on to join bigger clubs. As you can see here, a lot of these players left. Because they can get better. But how have they done in the recent? So I left. I resigned after 3 years. I mean, mostly goes by players. The guy I signed. So, but yeah, I mean, We don't know what happened with them. We can't really see, but they haven't been near the. I mean, they finished second here. After I left, they couldn't keep the title, and then they couldn't, and then they finished third, second. So they're still up there. If we look at Oda, on the other hand, they were dominant for 2 seasons for me, fell off, came back, and now they're not nowhere to be seen. So interesting to see how that works. But we have done it, and I'm very pleased. And let's look at the selection info we haven't looked at yet. 36 goals from Santiago Rodriguez. This guy, does he look like the best, one of the best strikers in the world? He does, but I don't know if he's that great. I feel like there's better players that I've had. 29 from João Pedro. The guy's 33. It's absolutely insane. Mikey Moore also amazing. Anyone that I signed that's been up there. Dino actually scored quite a few goals. The other guy signed a few goals. Martin Phillip scored a few goals, but his average rating was 7, which is good. Yeah, very pleased with the season, and I'm very pleased with the rebuild. If you guys want to take this on, you guys have 200 million, but with the wage budget, you probably have more like 60, but you can sell a bunch of players because we have a big squad and some contracts expiring. But thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the series.